Hey, Edgar's from Funneltopia here. In this video, I want to show you how to create a round-robin calendar in Funneltopia. So let's get right to it. Let's go to calendars and then calendar settings. So let's just create a new one. Let's just create a calendar, and it is going to be, you can see there's different types, round-robin. So round-robin essentially is good for when you have staff. Let's say you have 3 plumbers or 4 sales reps or whatever, right? Then there's two different ways how you distribute the work, which we'll take a look at in a second. How the system determines which person, if there's like several people competing for the same slot, how the system determines who gets that slot, right? Who gets prioritized. So let's click on select. We can kind of go through. Let's click on advanced settings. I guess, well, let's fill it out first. Calendar name. Let's do, I don't know, sales call, right? So let's just do that. Select team members. So here you select you can select multiple. Well, you have to select multiple. It's like round robin. So there's going to be a list, which that list, there are going to be more added, which we can take a look in a second. It's under settings, my staff. Let's just open it in a new window. These are the people, right? The two drop down people. Those are under my staff. So over here, I don't know, sales call, right? So whatever it is, meeting duration, self-explanatory, overall availability. The staff has their individual availability, but also this thing, it needs to need to have some parameters, right? Within which the service can be booked, or the sales call or whatever. Accept payments, maybe if you do like a deposit or something for people to show up. So that's an option as well, but we'll leave it unchecked. This is already taken. This should not be taken. This should be fine. And let's click confirm. Now let's actually close. Let's go in and edit. This is the one. Let's go and edit. I should have clicked advanced. So most of this stuff will be self-explanatory, so I'll be kind of jumping over, right? Calendar logo, so name, description, group. That's like a calendar group. That's not important for this one. Let's just say we have one calendar. Let's go scroll down below. Yeah, this is the round robin thing. This is the kind of important. So now we have the team members, right? And there's two options how the appointments get distributed. Well, first one is optimized for availability. And then the second factor is the priority. So let's say you have one person who, like, he needs to be prioritized. He needs to get more sales calls, for example, right? So he's going to be high priority, and the second person will be medium priority, right? So that's what essentially this is. If there's like two people fighting for the same slot, there's going to be like a priority system. And also this thing, when it says custom, you can paste in a link if it's not supported here. If you have like a separate different platform, you can post in a link that's going to show up in like the calendar. They can click on the link. This is how they join the call. But it can also be a Zoom and Google Meet integration, right? And obviously phone or the full address if it's like an actual physical address. But for sales calls, let's say it would be Zoom, right? And then yeah, it needs to be, obviously, as you see at the top, it needs to be connected, integrated with Zoom to do that. Yeah, that's outside the scope of this one. So, and the other option is, this is like priority based. And the other option for appointment distribution is optimized for equal distribution, which in this case would be just as equal as possible. If both of us are fighting for the same slot, the system will try to, 50 times, it will try to distribute it 25-25. Not like prioritize one person, then the other person gets the scraps, or it just gets less, or whatever. So yeah, event color, I guess, yeah, you can do the color. That's not important. But this is, yeah, these two are, that's the big difference, I guess, right? First one is more like prioritize the high priority people, and the second one is like a more equal opportunity type of situation. So let's go to the next one. Let's go to availability. That's all kind of, I guess, yeah. Let's take a look at individual availability quickly. Yeah, let's do that. And then, yeah, if we go to settings, my staff, you can see here, you can go in and edit. Let's scroll down. There should be, yeah, user availability. So this is on an individual level for these team members. Let's say you have 4 sales reps. You can set their availability here as well, right? So that's kind of like an extra layer on top of like the overall group layer, like Monday to Friday, 8 to 5, whatever the limit is. Here you can see it set it like on a more individual basis. But as for the rest of the calendar, that's the availability. Let me just quickly scroll through recurring. Yeah, these things are all, this is all for every calendar. That's going to be the same. So kind of, let's just quickly take a look. Notifications. Yeah, branding. Essentially that first section, the meeting details one. This was the important part for the round robin. The rest is just as calendars are, any calendar type basically. So yeah, keep in mind the difference between these two. And yeah, that's the short version. If you have any questions about calendars, it can be a lot. There's a lot of stuff going on. Let us know over here. 24/7 chat support. We'll make sure to respond as quickly as possible. But if you don't have any questions, then I will hopefully see you in the next video. Bye.